A horse roams freely over the rolling meadows in a farm in the middle of Florida's horse country is nothing new. Florida has long since been known for its horse farms and a track record for producing horse racing champions for decades. But it only takes a few moments to realize that on this spring day, something isn't quite right. For one thing, there are only women attending to the horses, and that they're all wearing the same faded blue outfits that would seem to suggest a workplace uniform requirement. The truth? The truth is that these women are in prison, and the horse farm located in the hills just outside of Ocala, Florida is by no means your normal horse farm. It's a program located adjacent to Lowell Correctional Institution to help save and retrain retired racehorses to have a second career, to have a second chance at life.
Well, the horses have come off the racetrack and their racing career is over, and their future was pretty bleak, and somebody thought enough to pay their way into this. You know, we try to get sponsorship money from people that are bringing the horses, which we do that. That's our main revenue now. And the horses are spoiled to death. They may not look it, but you take 15 women taking care of 42, 43 horses today's count, you know, they're blessed. They're blessed as much as we are for the rehabilitation of the inmates. Because I think the program is, they learn so much here, not just to be a horseman, but about life.
Just as these female inmates are learning how to care and train for these horses, so is the program a poignant, symbiotic relationship for these women who are caring for them. A second chance for them to have their own new life.
You the best, huh? Yes, I am.
A lot of the girls, they come out here, they don't even never touched a horse before. And I mean, even to be a groom or a stall cleaner or anything like that, you have to know how to put a lead rope on and take a horse out of a stall, and it's a lot involved. I'd rode horses before, but just show jumping and things that there's not really money in. It's more of a sport or a pleasure, but I didn't realize that there was definitely careers out there that you could make a living doing this, and I love it.
Founded in 1983, the Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation is the largest equine sanctuary in the world dedicated to saving retired racehorses. With 11 facilities scattered around the country, over 4,000 horses have been cared for, with over 1,000 adoptions to loving homes since TRF's inception.
Well, the amazing thing is the life skills that they either reestablish or learn about caring for other living things. One thing that I've noticed the most is their confidence level. You know, I've noticed that most of them, when they get to prison, and by the time I see them, you know, they have no confidence in them being able to accomplish anything. And I think it really builds their self-esteem, because they get here and they're, of course, you see them with a 1,400-pound horse, and they are scared to death. And I'll give you a great example. There was one of the first students I had here, and I don't think she'd ever touched a horse. And she got here, she was holding one by a rope, and he twitched his ears, and she screamed and she ran.
Each girl is assigned 2 or 3 horses depending on the amount of students that are out and the amount of horses that we have. We have anywhere between 40 to 60 horses at a time. It's off season right now, so a lot of our horses have gotten adopted out or been shipped, or so on and such forth. And most horses that stay here permanently are the ones that receive a sponsor, or have their donation came with an agreement that we would hold them forever. So we are each given a horse, and you're able to keep one the entire time you're here, but normally they'll go on rotation and get passed on to students. Each horse is assigned. We have beginner horses, and then once you learn more and you grow, you get a more difficult horse. So that's how that goes.
Working on a horse farm and caring for these former champions, overlooking the rolling hills and the fresh air, it would be easy to forget that this is still a prison program. But for a time, it's a glimpse at a future without razor wire or steel gates.
We have to ask permission to go to the bathroom. We have to ask permission to speak. Everything that we do, you're not allowed to do anything. You come to prison, you're an inmate, you're a number. You're not a person. And I've got the whole sad lifetime story, you know, childhood and growing up how I did, and then being put in a state where you're literally made to feel like you're nothing. Coming out here, I mean, I'm in prison and I come out here and I tuck my shirt and I take my boots off and I put on muck shoes and I go and I get my horse and I bring my horse in and I groom it and I take care of it and I do what I need to do. No one's standing over me telling me, "What are you doing, inmate? Where are you going?" You know, no one does that. I can dictate my own life out here. To an extent, of course. A lady that volunteers out here on the weekends commented earlier to somebody, she said, if you could give us the keys and tell us to come out here and take care of it, she wouldn't need to be here, because we would, by choice, come out here every day and go back every day, because this is what we want to do. This is freedom. This is the next best step to going home.
For the women in this program, there is a sense of pride that is noticeable as they tend to the day-to-day chores. From mucking stalls to riding horses, there's a sense of ownership and a note of self-worth in the air, that what they know they are doing is saving lives, saving the lives of these beautiful, majestic creatures. But in return, perhaps, just perhaps, these beautiful creatures are saving them.
If people really realized how we're helping each other, you know, the horses are winning and the inmates are winning, because we're both getting that second chance. And when you come to prison, like I say, you get everything snatched from you. So you get that back out here. And I know I can speak for everyone on that. That's the biggest part, is to realize that you're still a person. And it's really hard. And these horses, they just need love. That's all they need. It's cruel, really, when you think about it, that you just create this thing. You spend thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, whatever the case may be, to make this beautiful creature, and then you run it until it ain't able to walk, and then you want to throw it away. You know, it's kind of sad. We're doing something to fix that. Kind of like us, you know. We were out there running the race, going as fast as we could go, and hey, sometimes you break a leg. And it just depends on if you're going to wrap it up and try to mend it, or if you're going to get put down. We're getting a chance to wrap it up and mend it. It's pretty cool.